But
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
and that's what we talked about at the meeting, the silver tsunami. That's what we're seeing
Yeah.
is you're seeing the market is flooded with especially there's within the baby boomer generation, there's three cohorts, okay, boomer one, two, and three. And they're all kind of different. You know what I mean? Imagine the mid 70 guy in your family versus the 62, 64-year-old one in the family. They're definitely a little different.
Yep.
So, they grew up in slightly different times. One grew up with Elvis, the other grew up with acid. So, oh
That
yeah,
is, yep, that's
that's them. But the
that was
they're
just said out loud on a big
we did.
screen.
But the it's definitely different, and they're starting to, you hit a point in life where you're gonna go live with your kids or buy your kids, or you're going into assisted living, or some of them pass in place.
Yep.
And then there becomes that, it's something that the kids are now dealing with. The kids are generally dealing with it when it gets to that point, for the most part. But it's definitely an interesting thing we're facing because you have a lot of houses, they're owned outright. A lot of them, I'm just going to say, are pretty dated. I mean, and a lot of those type houses, like the roof's good, the windows are good, they spend money on stuff like that. But like the young first-time home buyers, thanks to these house flipping shows, are expecting to walk into, that there's a lazy river in the living room with a dolphin and crystal chandeliers, and you know,
And flamingos. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
but it's a first-time home buyer entry level house, but the expectations are pretty high and it's becoming a buyer's market, so they're allowed to have those high expectations. But you have what's coming to market is not necessarily what the first-time home buyers want, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out because I was talking to one of my agents and I'm like, we're talking about the silver tsunami, but I'm like, just because there's a lot of inventory, it's not distressed inventory for the most part. They have a reason to sell, but they have interest in selling, but they really don't have, there's no major intent, like a divorce or a probate or, foreclosure. And so, if you think you're going to steal that asset, just get on Marketplace and try and find an old guy named Carl and try and steal his golf cart.
yeah. See
And
how
then,
that goes. Yeah,
because
good.
Carl is going to get his money.
Let
So,
us know when you're doing it so we can pop some popcorn and watch the show.
yeah,
It's
go meet Carl and lowball Carl and see how it goes. So, I mean, and there's a reason why that generation has accumulated some wealth because they know how to keep money.
yep. Yep.
So, but it's kind of funny with where we are. There's a lot of inventory. Foreclosures aren't that big of a deal right now. I mean, could they become? Yes, they're not now.
Not yet. Yeah.
We're still under 100 a month in Lee County.